the biggest winners of this Gujarat result. Second, if I were the BJP, I would worry. If they are losing 3 or 4 or 5% vote share, as the exit polls indicate, and 10% in South Gujarat, they have never fallen below 47.8% since 2002. And it looks like
by that example, by that analogy where the BJP doesn't do well. No, one second. Let's look at the AAP states. Let's look at the AAP states. Delhi, the BJP has 38.7% of the vote share. It doesn't have many seats. Would you say the BJP is doing well?
Yeah. Not at all. The point.
So then, how is the AAP with even less? No, hang on. Is the AAP? One second, Dr. Suman C. Raman. Let me finish my question.
No, 1 minute. This is their first election, for God's sake.
Okay.
This is their first election. This is their first election in Gujarat of any consequence. They have not fought. I mean, they were hardly present in the.
Keep sitting.
No, it's their first election.
We are coming out to Jay.
They have.
We are coming out to
across the state.
Come on, let's go to Jay.
Is not.
Let's go to Jay.
No. See, there is a larger point. Okay, I'll put a couple of elections together and make that point for you. In Delhi, in the first election, with about whatever 28, 30%, 39%, 31% of the votes, 28 seats, a respectable tally to stake claim, right? In Punjab, the first election, 2017, you made a splash, got some respectable tally to be called opposition, right? Don't you think something was lacking in your Gujarat recipe, that there was no seat conversion? I mean, you look at it, you put in the biggest resource investment there, right? And you're not going to measure up to be called even something respectable in the house, have the leader of opposition tally, that position of the leader of opposition. Don't you think something is amiss in this?
Dr. Suman C. Raman wants to respond, and I want to open this up.
Please, my answer, very simple. Please look at how much the Congress vote share plummeted in Delhi, which enabled AAP to get a larger share of the seats in Delhi. Please go back and look at what happened to the Akalis vote share in Punjab. Somebody needs to implode in a multi-cornered contest if you are going to pick up seats with 25 to 30% vote share.
But disagreement. One second. Let's start.
Dominantly the Congress vote share.
Yes,
but the
Dr.
Congress is not dead.
Respond to you.
The Congress is not dead in Gujarat.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
In Gujarat, it's holding on. It may be weakened, but that's why the Aam Aadmi Party hit a wall. How do you respond?
Very quickly, first of all, can I please object to the rather unfortunate background that I have showing Rahul Gandhi at back? मतलब वो भारत को जोड़ रहे हैं, मुझे क्यों तोड़ रहे हैं? But number one, the point that Dr. Sumant Raman is making, I would say, is quite valid. Because yes, the low base, I mean in this case it was a non-existent base, I mean almost 0% was AAP's vote share. If they have climbed to a respectable, more than respectable 25%, yes, the credit must go there. You can of course split hairs and say, look, this is Congress has abdicated its thing, but let me also say this, Dr. Raman, that it is 27 years of anti-incumbency. I mean, you've heard of 7-year itch in marriages. I mean, this is 27 years, it's lasted phenomenal. So, you're absolutely right, AAP has done very well, and I credit AAP for that, but you cannot just beat the behemoth that is BJP in a flagship state that it wants to project as what India should be. Remember, what Gujarat is today, BJP says India will be tomorrow. That is what BJP's star state is. It is not going to let go of it. On the basis of 25% vote share, I'm sorry, it just won't.
Rahul, let's put two numbers
together. Who has been betrayed?
Dr. Raman, we put two numbers together.
Ashutosh, one second.
We put two numbers.
Yes, two numbers.
Together.
One second.
If the nominal dip in BJP's vote share is 3%, okay, I have a very specific question for you, Mr. Raman. If the nominal vote share dip is 3%, okay, still close to 45, 46, does the BJP qualify for a vilification campaign like that you ran against the Congress government in Delhi in 2013? Did it qualify for that?
Excuse me, Jay, let me tell you the answer to that is very simple. Why is it dropping only 3%? It's simply a factor that in the urban areas, particularly in the major cities of Gujarat, the BJP was polling close to 60%. Go, you know the numbers better than me. Go back and look at the numbers of what was their vote share in Ahmedabad and its suburbs, where they won, I think, 12 out of the 16 seats last time, or in areas around Surat.
Rahul,
Let's be very clear.
Quick counter from Jay to you.
But Dr. Raman, going with what is
Going to lose their majority.
Okay, going with what is brand AAP, the way AAP launches itself, I'll take you back to history again. In 2013, when you made your debut in Delhi, you did pick up urban strongholds of the BJP like Greater Kailash, Malviya Nagar. Why did that sort of an urban appeal of the AAP not work in Gujarat? I mean, you were not able to paint the BJP in Gujarat with the same brush.
Because the Congress did not implode.
Okay, the Congress did not implode. Okay, now the Congress did not implode. It's never about the Aam Aadmi Party. It's never about the Aam Aadmi Party. 1 second, let's just 1 minute, gentlemen, 1 second. Let's open this up very quickly. I want to take a quick comment from across, but I won't take it in the same order.
And let me tell you that 45%
very quickly, you wanted to make a comment.
Now, as I said, I think it is creditable performance. I am not one to say that AAP is not. AAP has done well in Gujarat.
Yes, Ashutosh.
See, let me start with the premise that I don't think that these numbers will really reflect on it for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay.
This will hover somewhere around 10% to 15%.
The vote share?
Vote share, Aam Aadmi Party vote share. And why I am saying so, because if you look at Punjab, because see, everybody goes back to Punjab, and Punjab Aam Aadmi Party has done something wonderfully well. But Punjab in 2014, when Aam Aadmi Party did not open account even in Delhi. Don't forget, Aam Aadmi Party has failed to open its account in 2014, in 2019, and claims to be the national political party. See, so Punjab was ripe. In 2017, they did not win. It was a surprise for everybody. But to imagine that the Punjab will be replicated in Gujarat is a different kind of hypothesis. In Punjab, Aam Aadmi Party had a groundswell for them. Secondly, they had a very phenomenally popular Bhagwant Mann as a leader. In Gujarat, they don't have an organization, they don't have a leader which is recognized at the state level.
Very quickly.
So my point is, it will hover around some 10 to 20 to 15.
Let me bring in the BJP's national spokesperson. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Rahul, I think, there are a couple of points I want to make very quickly. I recall on your channel, on your show, I've done umpteen debates on Times Now, post the results of the West Bengal Assembly elections in 2021. Nobody gave BJP credit for the fact that we had actually risen from 3 seats to 77 seats with a 38% vote share. The question that was asked of me was, Amit Shah was saying, hum to 200 seatein jeetenge, but you have been reduced to 77. Now by the same logic, by the same yardstick, why are you mollycoddling the Aam Aadmi Party and saying, Arey bhai, they have not won, they are not likely to win, but they are getting 20% vote share, they are getting 25% vote share. In elections, jo jeeta wahi Sikandar. Kejriwal has given a written letter to journalists saying BJP khatam ho jayegi Gujarat mein. BJP khatam ho jayegi Gujarat mein. I want to ask Rahul just one question.
Nobody said that BJP will khatam.
Rahul, this is not fair. I've been waiting for my turn.
Why are we interrupting her? Let her finish, no?
Yes.
Did she interrupted you?
Nobody said that.
You can question her again, but let her finish her thesis. Let us be a little more. Let us be a little more, gentlemen.
Who
you're
said
sitting.
It?
One second. Just 1 second.
Let me please finish.
Can you give me 30 seconds? Let her finish. I'm giving you an opportunity to. Look, I'm getting irritated. I'll ask you to leave. This is not right. We are people who've given us time, and that's our viewer.
Thank you, Rahul.
Yes, please finish.
Rahul, I remember, and this is in the public domain. Before, some panelists say that Sanju is throwing numbers off a hat. Kejriwal is on record saying, हम यदि गुजरात में सत्ता में आए, we will pay 30,000 rupees to every Gujarati household. Now there are 1.5 crore households roughly in Gujarat, which means that monthly expense of Kejriwal government would have been 45,000 crores, which means that per annum every year Kejriwal would have had to shell out 5.4 lakh crore. Now, do you think Gujaratis are dumb?
Didn't say that.
The state budget of Gujarat has been between 2.5 to 3 lakh crore,
Okay.
and you are coming and giving a lollipop to Gujaratis.
Okay,
saying, "I will
let's
spend
get some
5.4 lakh
responses.
crore every
There
year."
are some people, okay, Sanju Verma, there are some people who are saying that you are misquoting Kejriwal. All I want to say, viewers, is that what Mr. Kejriwal has said in a letter, and I'll show you that visual and we'll put it out, is that I'm sweeping the state. Very quick. You want to respond?
One, Mr. Kejriwal, while I do not support the Aam Aadmi Party, never made any claims, or no opposition made claims that the BJP will get over in Gujarat. That's WhatsApp.
Then what is this?
He has
Gujarat
made
में
umpteen claims.
आम
See.
आदमी पार्टी की सरकार
Please do your
बन
homework,
रही
Mr.
है.
Karan.
That's fine.
And he goes on to even predict a number.
That's
It's a very
fine,
big number.
but that's fine. But that does not mean somebody is getting over. I want to add one more. Just one thing for Jay. I want to talk on numbers. If what you're saying for the Congress or the Aam Aadmi Party holds, that 25% number, 27% number, then I can make a claim that that number is coming out of BJP, or the Congress is getting, or the Aam Aadmi Party is being overrepresented.
Okay, one second.
The 27% comes out of the BJP.
First of all, it is not.
Doesn't come out of the
second,
Congress.
It is first of all not Jay's.
I'm very clear.
One second. It is not first of all Jay's poll.
Yeah.
Jay is a cephalogist who is looking at a vast number of polls. One of them happens to be an ETG research poll that Times Now has tied up with a company called ETG to put out these numbers. I myself believe that the Aam Aadmi Party's vote share perhaps is 10% more than it will perhaps be on the ground. I'm seeing a large number of, one second, that our poll, the ETG poll, I'm on record, I'm saying it, I think has overinflated the Aam Aadmi Party's vote share by at least 10 to 12%. That's what I believe. That doesn't mean it's going to get more seats. It might even end up getting lesser seats. But the point is, viewers, it is not coming out of the BJP. And that, one second, please allow me, sir, allow me. Don't jump down my throat. All I'm saying is that makes me wonder whether the AAP has been able to convince the voter away from the BJP, which is what all opposition parties are doing 15 months ahead of an election. Ishkaran Bhandari. And let's look at the larger picture. After all, each one of these elections is taking us to the main one. What do you make of this?
Rahul, I think we are having parallel debates here.
Yes.
BJP is like US of 1993 after USSR has collapsed.
Okay.
It is in a unipolar position.
Okay.
The second debate is what is happening between AAP and Congress, which is obviously a very interesting debate. Now, if Aam Aadmi Party gets 15 or 20%, that means earlier the majority of voters had rejected Congress. Now the minority of voters voting for Congress, around 40%, the minority of voters have also rejected Congress. Which is a death knell for Congress. Anytime Congress goes to number 3 in a state, it never recovers. If this percentage holds, it is number 2 or number 3 by a slight margin, then Congress's story in Gujarat also will be over. And that is which is the real debate here. BJP is in a US-like position. In Himachal it will file Congress, in Gujarat it will file AAP, in West Bengal it will file TMC, in UP it will file Samajwadi Party or any XYZ party. But what is happening in the opposition space is an absolute annihilation, and that annihilation may last for a decade or more if these numbers hold true, and then we will have to discuss the politics of who's forming the government.
Let me sum up what Ishkaran Bhandari is saying. He's saying Congress is a net loser. AAP and the opposition, which is the non-Congress opposition, and the Aam Aadmi Party can't provide an alternative. Now, either they don't have an alternative model, or people don't trust them to provide the alternative. That's the questions that we should now be debating. Doctor, this doesn't paint a healthy picture for our democracy going forward into 2024, and it's got nothing to do with the BJP.
Well, I don't know about whether it paints a healthy picture or not, but I think, can I just comment on, I think Sanju Verma has made a great point exposing the hypocrisy of people. Like, I can take names here, Tehseen, who said the BJP was, by taking the Bengal analogy, I think it's absolutely pitch perfect. Because the same people who said Tehseen said it. I was on the show, Rahul, last year. He said BJP has been decimated. Shame on Narendra Modi, shave off his beard, everything. From, without realizing that the BJP went from 2 seats to 77 seats. Now, Tehseen, please.
Never. Now, you may clear the tapes. I said that BJP did very well in West Bengal, and I'm not going to go from 2 to 77. But
this is the same party when the BJP got 90 odd in Gujarat said it's a moral victory for the Congress.
So that is why I'm saying.
So what has happened now?
Let me finish.
So what
that is why I say. That is why I say
Sure.
that the BJP might be sweeping Gujarat, the BJP might be winning in Himachal, but because the BJP is set to lose the municipal elections, Modi must resign.
no. Once again.
Okay, very quickly, Dr. Muni, let me bring you in. Sure. Let me bring you in. This presents a challenge. Mr. Kejriwal has national level ambitions. Mamata Banerjee has national level ambitions. Akhilesh Yadav has national level ambitions. There are 2 satraps in the south that have national level ambitions. But in election that is supposed to come from the friends that Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla now has an antipathy to, the loony leftists, who say that India is imploding, there are no jobs, there is no industry, there is no peace between communities. We don't have an opposition that is being able to either convince the voters of that, and neither do we have an opposition that is being able to provide an alternative model in the states that they are ruling enough for those political fence-sitters in the state perhaps of Gujarat or or those people who are apathetic to the BJP to come out and vote for them.
Rahul, first of all, I must say that I don't agree with you on this point. First and foremost is that coming on this, let me complete. First and foremost is that, you know, you say that BJP is getting this many seats. We have seen in Haryana as well. In Haryana also we have projected 70 seats. Did BJP get 70 seats? No, it got 40.
Seats. No one projected 70 seats for anybody in Haryana. Please. Which exit poll? Times Now certainly didn't. We in fact, we only gave them a 2-seat majority. Please,
in Haryana,
let's not, please. No, Dr. Muni, stick to the point you're making. You tell me, what do you not disagree with? Did the opposition and does it not say that there is no growth story?
I don't agree that the opposition is unable to project an alternative to Bharatiya Janata Party, because there has been an alternative which is called Arvind Kejriwal's Delhi model.
But why isn't it classroom? Why isn't it Himachal?
Where
forget about Gujarat. I can understand. Okay. You know, Dr. Ranganathan says it is basically Gujarat is the flagship of the BJP.
In 10 seconds.
Two of the tallest leaders.
बीजेपी को गुजरात में डॉक्टर साहब बात सुनिए एक मिनट, मैं बताता हूँ क्या. लेट्स लुक एट.
अरे भाई ये आपकी साइड पे हैं गुजरात में.
He's saying
you're doing a good job.
Please come in.
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि बीजेपी को अब गुजरात में हराना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. मैं आपको रीजन देता हूँ क्यों. तहसीन जैसे लोगों की कांग्रेस में कोई सुनता नहीं है. कांग्रेस हैज टर्न फ्रॉम व्हाट इट वाज सेंटर, राइट ऑफ सेंटर टू एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट. What is, I ask you a simple question. जब भारत जोड़ो यात्रा चल रही थी, महाराष्ट्र पहुंची थी, आपको पता पोस्टर्स क्या लग रहे थे? सावरकर के पोस्टर लगाए थे कांग्रेस वालों ने, वो हटा दिए. क्या जरूरत है राहुल गांधी को सावरकर को गालियां देने की? When Indira Gandhi praised Savarkar, it is being pulled by its wrist and taken towards extreme left, and that is detrimental for the democracy in India.
कब हम आम आदमी की बात करेंगे? कब हम सावरकर, ये रावण, इन सब से हट के आम आदमी की बात करेंगे? क्लासरूम्स की बात करेंगे? कब हम हेल्थ की बात करेंगे?
आपने डैम की बात से
यही ऑल्टरनेटिव आम आदमी पार्टी दे रही है, और
रियली का तो आंसर किया नहीं.
मोदी के ऑल्टरनेटिव है, और वो है आम आदमी पार्टी का दिल्ली मॉडल.
यू सपोर्ट मेरा बात कर.
Okay, now 1 second, viewers. 1 second, I'm coming to you. 1 second, Ms. Verma. I'm just coming to. Give me 30 seconds. I want to bring in Dr. This Raman also. He's raising his hand on this point. Delhi model, Delhi model, Delhi model. That's the single line emphasis of the Aam Aadmi Party in every state that it tries to enter and win. So we talked about Uttarakhand, came a cropper, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Uttarakhand cropper. It was